Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I want to present you a St. Martin watch that I purchased as a daily wearer at work. And this one is the St. Martin SN0121T-GD. This is the titanium version. It comes inside of this little cardboard box. Inside of this cardboard box you will get this nice St. Martin case. You will also get a user manual, Chinese and English, a certificate of authenticity and a warranty card, a little St. Martin keychain, and they will also provide you with two tools, so a push tool and then a spring bar removal tool and a flathead screwdriver. The reason I bought this watch is because at work I wanted something pretty light but something very durable and pretty good quality, and my eye fell on this St. Martin titanium watch. I looked at other titanium watches from other brands like Bodari, Bernie, Tendorio, Torn, Xdao. Most of these brands, I really don't like the names that are marked on the dials, like Bodari. It's not for me. And I also didn't want a titanium watch with a sandblasted finish. No, I wanted one with a nice finish like this one. I picked this up from the St. Martin web shop, not from AliExpress or anything like that. I picked this up at the beginning of the 11/11 sale. I'll show you a little screenshot of what I paid for this watch. First of all, let me give you some dimensions. At the bezel I'm measuring 39 millimeters, lug to lug 46.8 millimeters. Total thickness for this watch is 11.9 millimeters. You can fit 20 millimeter straps on here, 16 millimeters at the clasp. The clasp itself measures at 18.7 millimeters and the thickness of the clasp 7.46 millimeters. The downside to most of the titanium watches that I found online is that they're pretty much homages of the Tudor Pelagos, and this one is not different. So this is a Tudor Pelagos homage. You get a nice 120 click bezel, very nice sound, almost no backplay, aligns up perfectly, so very nice bezel. The case has a nice brushed finish with a couple of polished chamfers. Also the polished chamfer over here protecting the crown guard. The crown is engraved with the St. Martin logo. Printed St. Martin logo on the dial, automatic, 300 meter water resistance. You can see the white snowflake hands, big indices. You got the chapter ring which partially integrates the indices. The back of the watch is pretty plain, no St. Martin logo, no markings or anything on it. You got polished sides on the bracelet, screw pin links, and then you've got this traditional clasp. As you can see, there are already many scratches on the clasp because I purchased this watch a while ago. I've been wearing it every day at work and I don't baby this watch whatsoever. No, if it gets scratched up, it gets scratched up. I honestly don't care. That's why I bought this watch as a tool watch, as a work watch. A lot of the time when I'm on my laptop, the clasp is just rubbing on the edge of the laptop or on my desk, so therefore all these scratches that you see. Hexagonal St. Martin logo on the clasp, milled clasp with some on the fly micro adjustment. The reason why I bought this titanium watch is for the weight. Let me give you the weight. This is with one link removed for my 7-inch wrist. Let me include the link. Yeah, 101 gram, all complete. I really like how this titanium is finished with the brushed and the polished parts. This is grade 2 titanium. It will look a little bit duller than your average stainless steel, but that's what I like as well. At work, we have a lot of titanium parts that we work with. So I'm pretty familiar with titanium because we use a lot of titanium parts at work. That was also a motivation for me to buy a titanium watch to use and wear at work. Now let me take the gloves off. I just wear them to show you a fingerprint and smudge free product. This is what it looks like on my 7-inch wrist. I'll also give you a little outdoor shot. Let me quickly give you a lume shot. So as you can see, nice and bright lume on this watch, absolutely zero complaints. You pay a little bit more for St. Martin watches, but they will also provide you with great lume. So what do I think about this St. Martin titanium watch? Well, as I said, this is a workwear watch for me. I wear this watch every day at work. It holds up fine, it's lightweight. I do like the titanium. Of course, this type of titanium will scratch up a little bit easier than stainless steel. You can already see a couple of scuffs pretty much everywhere on the bracelet, but that's okay. As I said, that's fine for me. If it gets scratched up, whatever, I don't care at all. The bracelet is of good quality, not too much wiggle in the links. Of course, I watched some other reviews on St. Martin watches before, and I heard people say about the sharpness of the bracelet and the sharpness on the case. Maybe over here it's a little bit sharper than I have on some other watches, but it's not really that big of a deal, to be honest. I haven't noticed any weird play in the links. Everything is smooth, fluent. No links binding up or anything like that. So this has been totally fine. I've seen this clasp on a lot of St. Martin watches, and I have a couple of watches with this big style clasp. Me personally, I prefer a little bit of a smaller clasp. That's just personal preference, but this will do the job just fine. You almost have like a centimeter of micro adjustment. The screw down crown is protected by these crown guards. That's also a pro if I use this at work. A good water resistance. Of course, you get a sapphire crystal with an anti-reflective coating on it. I haven't noticed any problems with visibility. Of course, these nice and bright white hands and indices help a lot with the visibility during the day or night. It's the first watch as well that I have with a PT5000 movement instead of the NH35, 34, 38. So far so good, nothing to complain about this PT5000 movement. A lot of people say that it's much better than an NH35. The only thing I notice is just a little bit of a smoother sweep for the second hand. I'm not gonna say a huge difference compared to an NH35. I can also say that this PT5000 is a little bit louder compared to an NH35. The winding sound is a little bit louder than an NH35, and also the overall operation is a little bit louder than a NH35 in my opinion, but I trusted that this is a decent quality movement. So overall, I'm very satisfied with this purchase. My first St. Martin watch, and it's definitely not gonna be my last St. Martin watch. I see that they make nice quality watches, and me personally, I don't mind the name St. Martin. I prefer St. Martin over 95% of all the other Chinese names like Baudry, Torn, Tendorio, yeah, whatever, you know. So I prefer St. Martin over those. And I don't believe that St. Martin is overpriced if you see the quality and the finishing that you get. For the rest, I think I pretty much told you everything about it. I'm gonna cut it off there. That was it for me, guys. And I will see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.